Alright everyone, hello. So, sadly I have not... I have not actually fixed the problem. You know, my phone is still... well, it's still exploding. I recently learned that it quite literally is exploding, so I cannot read chat. The only way for me to read chat is to wait until I'm in a shelter, or pause the game. You know, it's really difficult to stream while not having a phone. Or a second screen, which I don't have. But yes, it is time for me to play more Watcher. So, as you can see, mods are still not fixed. Especially Simplified moveset is still not fixed. My god. I definitely wish this would work. You know, like, apparently Omnithrow works. Or Dumpo Watcher port. You know what? Activating it. I'm really sorry. I need something. I need to be able to work with something, man. Oh, I hate I hate rainworld sometimes. They're like, oh yeah, you know, like you apply one tiny mod and suddenly you need to reload the whole thing. There we go. Just to be sure. A moment. Just to be sure. I'm going to create a thingy here. Alright, let's go. I can throw the spear in reasonable ways, guys. Crazy. Let's go. In before the game crashes immediately, and I'm just gonna cry. Alright. Not that this is going to help us very much, by the way. Yeah, like, this is not going to help us too much, also. Moment. There we go. Now I have chat when I alt up the game. Not perfect, but it is better than nothing. Oh man, what I would give for simplify movement. Like, I'm just so used to it. It's such a quality of life thing, right? Like, I know that's me, you know, like, I'm not gonna be blaming the game for that. For obvious reasons. Oh yeah, we recently perished over here because this is a very difficult screen. Like, this is an incredibly difficult screen. This is a screen that, you know, Sluggats like a Spearmaster have to deal with, but, you know, Spearmaster is infinite spears. Like, I can just throw spears until I can spear no more. There's nothing up here, right? Yeah. Dog. How is poor little Watcher supposed to go through this? How did I do it last time? Hey, Gazette. Managed to buy the Watcher, it gets a lot weirder. Okay, no spoilers, if possible. Also, Gazette, I will not be able to read the chat very effectively. Wow. Because my phone is dead. And it is the weekend, so I couldn't even have it be fixed. Oh, he's just going around, okay. What am I supposed to do, man? What am I supposed to do here? This is so evil. You know, maybe if I was Rivi, you know, I would just like jump over and just do some acrobatic craziness, right? Time for acrobatic craziness. Whoa. Oh wait, I have Omnithrow now. Bonk? Oh man, that feels so good. Just turn invisible. Did bro forget he could... I know. I literally asked no spoilers, by the way. Dude. Man asks no spoilers. Motherfucker is like, hey, here's a spoiler. Did I fucking stutter? Oh man. I would go for simplified movement right now. Please, Mr. Simplified Movement, please update your mod. Well, because... Oh man. The fact that I had to explain it says a lot about society, I guess. When I say no spoilers, I mean, I would have never eaten the fruit. But now I know that I can sorta eat it. Oh man. You know, the problem is I actually do not know where to go. Oh man. I mean, I guess I could go to Shaded, but like... I don't have my anti-arachnophobia thing. Because that mod also doesn't work. Oh man, all of the fruits are like corrupted. There's like no food. This is a very low food campaign. And because, you know, I am definitely not Rivoli. Man. Yeah, I couldn't get up there. I would need a spear. Maybe. Yeah, there's just one fruit at the bottom, which you cannot reach anyway. Under normal circumstances. Why is the game so picky about, you know, fruits? Watcher feels so heavy. Compared to... Honestly, every slugcat except for gourmet. Yeah, like gourmet is heavy, right? For obvious reasons. Well, let's go check out Shaded, I guess. I can't even imagine what horrors await me in Shaded Citadel. I actually think that right now, Shaded Citadel might be the only way for me to, you know, reach Pebbles and Moon. Well, not Moon. Moon probably has still has a couple access points. You know, like I'm not even trying to go to Shoreline. And considering Echoes can talk to me, I technically don't need to go to, I don't need to go to Pebbles. Now that I think about it. So actually, maybe I should attempt to go to... Maybe I should attempt to go to Garbage, actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna shelter here, like, once. Because the less I need to be in shaded, the better, because spiders. And I am definitely afraid of spiders in real life and in this game. Hey, the boy. Oh my god, this place is not corrupted at all. I can grab food. Oh my god. The lack of simplified movement. It bears upon my mind greatly. Especially when your character throws the thing the wrong way. Man, aims to the right. Character. Oh, I'm gonna aim to the left, Lamal. The heck? What was that? Oh, just a mouse. Lol. Why would you... Whatever, I'm not even gonna ask that question. I don't think I'm gonna get any good answer to that. I'm still a little bit mad that we are not gonna get... that we are not getting the thingies. We are not getting DPs. But hey, at least we now know that Shaded is a pretty good place for food, ironically. Under normal circumstances, you don't even want to go to Shaded if you can do anything about it. But I'm gonna try to go to Shoreline. Now, I know there's an Echo in Shaded, but it's ironically easier to reach from Shoreline than from here. Because if I go for that Echo right now from here, terrible, horrifying things will happen. I think the reason this character feels heavier is because, one, I don't have simplify movement on, and two, Survivor doesn't need to deal with anything too dangerous. Where this character deals with things that Hunter deals with, and Hunter is incredibly fast compared to Survivor. Like, you know, like, let's just make a comparison here, right? You know, like, when it comes to, like, the basic campaign stuff, right? You know, we have the Hunter, we have the Survivor, we have the Monk, right? And Monk is weak, but his campaign is mega easy. You know. Survivor is, you know, average, but his campaign is pretty easy. And a Hunter is mega fast, but his campaign is hard, right? And his campaign is harder than Hunter, as far as I can tell. Anyway, what we are gonna do is we are gonna go back to Industrial. I literally went to the shaded citadel to get a snack. Has anyone ever been to Shaded Citadel just to get a snack? I might be the only player in the history of Rainworld that literally just went to Shaded just to get a quick snack and leave. God. My character's slide is so bad. I wish the invisibility didn't suck. Like... Ah, crap. Why would I what? Huh? See, Gazette, you have to understand, when you say why would I what, I have no relevance to what you are saying. You know, basic, writing comprehension and all that. You need to, like, actually explain what. That was a sentence, by the way. God, I love English. Pink. I do have to say, this campaign doesn't feel very Rainworld. This really feels like... This feels like a mod from an entirely different perspective right now. Like, I remember people were like, complaining about, you know, like, the number one complaint about Dampur is that it... Oh, fuck. Hold that thought. Okay. Number one complaint about Dampur is that it doesn't feel like base game, right? And then everyone was like, oh yeah, Watcher is gonna be like base game, right? Because it's made by the original developers, right? And now this feels even less like the base game. This really feels like a very complicated mod, rather than, you know, rainworld. This feels like an extremely high effort mod. And I will die on this hill. Fuck you. This feels like a rod based, you know, like someone like that one area from Rivoli's campaign in Pebble's area, right? And someone built an entire mod around it. Man, I really didn't want you to go there. I mean, if you have a headache, you should probably go get some sleep, man. I would never watch a stream when I have a headache. That seems like bad news bears. Blue Lizard, I kinda need to go there, brother. Don't go into my home. Scavengers! My friends! Brothers! Friend! There's a horrible beast down there. Please help. Yes, go, slay. Brothers. Friends. Tylenol for my headache, waiting for it to kick in. Oh, okay. I never had Tylenol. I'm not entirely sure you can get Tylenol in my country. Or at least without prescription. Boys. Can you guys like actually go do something useful? Running. Running. Oh my god, get out of my... Oh god, he's coming for me. Oh god. No! That counted as me hitting... See what I'm talking about? The Watcher just like throws like an idiot. Oh my fucking god. I hate Watcher. The character. See? He throws to the right when I'm holding left. Why are you like this, you fucking Nimrod? It's not Omnithrow, by the way. He's been doing this before I activated Omnithrow. Ugh. God, I hate this character. I want to play Ruby again. Man. So far I have not seen the invisibility work once. Every time I activated the invisibility to enemies... Actually, it gets worse. The moment I activate the invisibility, enemies from... I don't know if you... Oh, you cannot see my mouse. So enemies from across the entire map start beaming towards you. It's a reverse invisibility. It's actually terrible. It's like aggro mode. You know how in Bioshock 1 there's that one power that you can throw on enemies and everyone attacks them, and it's like a really cool power to throw on big daddies and such, right? It's kind of like that, except you throw it on yourself. Why would you ever do that? You are not artificial. You cannot take on quadrillion enemies. You gotta jump on people and just break their motherfucking neck. God, I wish though. Oh my god. Ah, this character sucks. Can I go back to playing Rivi? Can I do this campaign as Rivi? There's a red lizard somewhere here. Ah yes, something's wrong with my game, not you are wrong. It is so much more likely that something's wrong with my entire game than you are just wrong. With my freshly installed game. Because I reinstalled this game just for Watcher. Your game is busted. This man thinks he's a jokester. Where's the red lizard? Actually read the forums, bro. Literally everyone has all kinds of problems. I've not been reading into them too much because spoilers, but there's a lot of soft locks that happen. There's a lot of problems with movement. There's the game crashing at random intervals for no good reason, though that's just rainworld in a way. Like, if you think nobody has complained about anything with Watcher, you are actually high. Oh my god, why did you do that? Dude! Let me fucking jump, cunt. Okay, I guess we are doing the spear. Bro. Bro. Okay, so I need to go down here, but first I just really want to shelter. Just to be sure, you know. Because I'm losing my fucking mind over this terrible character. Actually the worst character in the game. He has a hard campaign and you don't get anything for it. Why would you ever play Watcher except for playing the campaign with Watcher? I can already see myself never playing this campaign ever again, entirely because you have to play a terrible character in order to play it. I would love to play this in Jolly Co-op, but sadly Jolly Co-op right now is kinda borked. Because if I could play this in Jolly Co-op, I would be able to switch this for like Rivoli or Artie or someone. Hell, even Gourmet would be better, because at least I can craft the items, I can create infinite grenades with him. So what, I cannot throw spears. Hell, as Saint I would love this. Oh, I didn't lose Chieftain! That means the scavenger was already dead! Oh, that's so good. Yeah, like, give me a moment. I'm just gonna go to the Steam forums right now, and let's see how many, yep, soft lock, crashing, soft lock, movement that doesn't work. Oh, okay, apparently that one is connected to input config not working. Well, it's a mod, so, you know, it's probably not working right now. Soft lock, a lot of outer rim. I do not know what outer rim is, but everyone here is saying that outer rim has a soft lock. Yep. Yep, pages upon pages of problems. Literally pages upon pages of problems. I don't know, Commodore 64. I think you are wrong if I see pages upon pages of problems. Just saying, brother. If everyone has problems but you, maybe it is you who is wrong. I would love a spear. If you're wondering why I'm doing the left and right thing, that's, as far as I understand, it speeds you up on balls. And because this character is so fucking clunky and slow, I need everything. I need every little thing that can give me a little bit of advantage. I'm fucked. Damn it. Oh man, wall jumping without simplified movement is so cancer. I almost want to turn on simplified movement. Even though it says that it's bad. So I can maybe, you know, like, move like a normal person in a normal game. Because this character fucking sucks. Like, recently I actually played Survivor for a friend of mine. Right, and I did it with basically no mods, right? Except for, obviously, the official ones, right? Like Downpour and such. And, like, that went well, you know, Survivor is okay. I love the idea of knocking vultures, by the way. When your worst enemy is a white lizard, life is easy. The fuck is he doing? Well, I'm bonered until he moves. I have no answer here. I don't even have a spear. Commodore 64 is like, well, obviously I'm wrong for enjoying the game and having no bugs so far. That is such a passive-aggressive. Just accept the L, motherfucker. Motherfucker. Wow, you were not there before. Man. People are so sensitive these days, man. What happened to the current society? Like, how can Commodore 64 even play Rainworld considering you need to have extremely thick skin to play this motherfucking game? Then again, the Rainworld community is incredibly fucking toxic. While also being, like, on a quote-unquote moral high ground. So, like, you know... If It fits, I guess. It's one of the most toxic communities I've ever witnessed in my life. Because not in my 7 years of streaming, right? I have never experienced people sending me death threats over a game. But the rainworld community is the first. And why? Very simple. I said that the starting experience in this game is terrible. Oh my god, there's 2! There are 2 of them now. Wow, this is good. This is rainworld. This is actually peak rainworld right here. Please let me... There we go. Well, I guess we shelter and hope that next cycle is gonna be better. See, with this character you don't have an answer for shit. You know, you cannot be like, oh yeah, there are 2 lizards, let's fight. And because the growth is kind of like growing over everything, and it's blocking paths, I actually cannot just be like, okay, I guess I'm gonna go to farm arrays. I legitimately cannot actually dodge these guys because this campaign is blocking away paths. Man. It also doesn't help that, like, I'm having some bad spear RNG right now. There's not a single spear on the screen. Wow. Not a single spear on 3 screens. Not a single spear on 4 screens. Not a single spear on 5 screens. You cannot make this shit up. You know, there's only so much I can do, you know. Anyways, I want to check something. Am I gonna have to whip out the infinite spear thing? You know, if that mod even works right now? Because, like, this game is expecting me to fight quite a lot of enemies, right? And it's not giving me any weapons. And with the invisibility not working correctly... The thing is, I'm not entirely sure if it's working correctly or not, because... Spear! I'm not entirely sure if it's working correctly or not, because it's not like Rivoli has infinite underwater breath either. You know, the game lies about her as well. So maybe, yo, this is by design. Okay, so I'm actually not gonna go down the normal way. I'm actually gonna go down this way. Fuck. I'm dead. There's no way this character can survive a cyan lizard. Man, if I was at least like Wanderer, you know, Wanderer could deal with this. Yeah, now I'm talking about like fucking modded sluggats, guys. No! Why did you fall, you idiot? I was not holding down, by the way. That was just him deciding to do that. Dude's like, well, I guess I'm gonna be falling all the way down. Please don't do it again, seriously. Oh. I had to actually persuade this motherfucker not to kill himself. That's a sentence. Alright, time to go down here and see how terrible things are down here. As the game is slowly pushing me towards Shaded, and I don't want to go to Shaded. What the fuck? What the fuck? No, no, don't push me in, you idiots! Actual idiots. Straight up idiots. Are you actually real? Oh my god. I mean, it's better than if they were trying to kill me, I guess. This could be worse. Please can I... Please can I leave? I just wanna leave. I'm so tired of these fuckers. Okay, maybe befriending scavengers was a mistake. Entirely because they're now blocking me. Man, classic rainworld AI. No. Oh my god. Also, I love how they are causing so much ruckus, so much trouble, yet they are so inefficient at everything. White lizard. I'm dead. These idiots are gonna get me killed. Look what they are doing. Oh my god. Please. Actually the worst screen in gaming history right now. Hey, dude. There we go. Dude, I just want to get out of here. I just want to get out of here. Wait, where's that spear I used on the... whatever. Oh my god, really? Did you guys not just kill it? Can you guys not just kill it or something? Actually, there's like quadrillion of you. You have million weapons. What I would do to be able to have 4 spears on my back? The cringe is gone. So... the game doesn't want me to go to shoreline. Huh. But now I don't know what to do. No pipe yard. No shoreline. I feel like shit is the only way. That's rough. That's like really rough. Oh god. Yeah, I will take it. Oh wait, maybe pipe yard is an option. Yeah, pipe yard is an option. Somewhat, kinda. Or maybe not? Oh. I'm dead. No pipe yard is fucked. Man. You know... Hey guys, you know how Rainworld is about the exploration and like going places? Well, you know what Rainworld is not? A tunnel. You know, I know that's ironic to say because this game is like basically made out of tunnels, right? Like if you go to the interactive map, it is basically made out of many tunnels, right? But I can tell you one thing. It's definitely not supposed to be this. Like Artificial Campaign got this, Saint got this, how even what's the Rubicon, right? Insane Campaign. While you technically only have 2 ways to go, right? For the most part, you are free to explore, right? You can go basically anywhere, right? It is scripted heavily scripted, but you know, like what I'm trying to say is that even a Rubicon, which is probably the closest we ever got to like a scripted, you know, like almost like Mega Man level, right? In Rainworld, even that felt Rainworld. Here, I feel like this entire campaign feels like something that Rainworld is not supposed to be. Man, and this was made by the original developers, by the way. God, I hate seeing you guys. And now for shits and giggles, I cannot find a rock. There we go. Right now, I don't really like this DLC. To be completely honest. It took my it took my beautiful game of exploration and turned it into a corridor shooter. Except I couldn't shoot. Are you serious? Insta-kill. Okay. Man, I love rainworld. Whoa. I love getting insta-killed because the lizard was 1 millisecond faster than normal. Which is totally my fault, by the way. I hope you can tell the sarcasm in my voice. I love playing a campaign that is incredibly lowering how much food I can fucking eat in a game that is all about gathering food. While giving me a piece of shit terrible character that cannot do shit. Useless. Am I gonna have to just go back to fucking, like, playing, you know, the actual game? Because this DLC sucks ass. Like, I don't know. I didn't try to go to drainage, I guess. Maybe I could go to shoreline from drainage? Maybe. But I don't know what kind of breath this character has. Without simplified movement, I am not entirely sure if he can even handle it. Also, have you noticed still no spear? There's one over there. Fucking explosions everywhere, man. So, my character just doesn't hold on to pipes, hold on to poles whatsoever. Like, I was holding up there and my character just didn't want to hold on to any pole. There's just so much wrong with this character. His movement is completely troglodytes. Even in comparison to Survivor and Monk. I legitimately do not accept the fact that this guy plays the same as Survivor that is actually a cope. Okay, so let's actually think about this. I think we need to go to outskirts and try to go to drainage. Yes, I'm thinking about going to drainage rather than shaded, because you have to understand the spiders in shaded are triggering my arachnophobia. Normally, I use a mod that, gets rid of them, right? And I'm pretty sure that when I see a single spider in shaded, I am going to paralyze and I'm not going to be able to do anything, right? So that's kind of the problem here. And that's all, even implying I'm going to be able to go to shaded, Like, so far I've been unable to go to Pipe Yard. I've been unable to go to Sky Islands. I've been unable to go to Farmer Race, really. Just the start of it. I've been unable to go to Exterior. I have been unable to go to like so many areas. I've been unable to go to Garbage. So let's at least try to go to Shoreline. Sorry, not drain, whatever. Drainage. Sorry. Yeah, I don't like that. That is no bueno from me. I'm just going to outskirts. I'm actually gonna sleep right here. Oh god, look at the sheer amount of items here. That just shows you how many times I've slept here. Sorry, my throat is like very bad. I'm trying to keep myself at 5 karma, so I can go through any gate in the game. But yeah, I definitely do not feel like this is a very good DLC right now. It has cool ideas, don't get me wrong, but it has problems. Really big problems. And I feel like a lot of people are ignoring those problems. Problems that not even like modded regions for free have. Like, at least with modded regions, they usually give you a slugcat that doesn't suck. I have no idea why this character is called a Watcher, considering you cannot watch. Like, I was kind of hoping with a name like Watcher, that maybe we are gonna be, like, watching things and, studying things, Instead, I'm just playing Survivor, but worse. Survivor, but worse in a worse campaign. Okay, food. I cherish ye. Please give food. It's been a while since I played Rainworld, and I am gonna give this DLC one thing. It has been a very long while since I truly was hungry in this game. Because, like, I usually know, like, the spawns of most food, and I know pretty efficient ways of getting between them, right? And right now, I am legitimately happy that this game is challenging that a little bit, you know, by taking away food from me. I also think that it's a little bit too hyper aggressive about it, though. It went too far. Like, I feel like it's a good idea to deny the player food every now and then. But to go this hardcore, this quickly, on that idea is maybe a little bit too much, and I feel like this wasn't tested. Like, at all. And then you remember, like, how the original game was developed? And then you realize, oh yeah, it probably wasn't very tested. Because, you know, these developers, you know, they are not exactly well known for testing their game. We are kind of getting back into the whole, could have fans done this better? And I don't know. Maybe. Like, I do not know how to mod this game, right? You know, like, how modding this game works. But I know that people have done some crazy mods. Oh, people have even done some things that the developers have said is impossible. You know, like Rain Meadow literally adds online multiplayer into this game, which, you know, the developers were like, that's impossible. And then the fans were like, puts on gloves, watch me. Now, whether they will be successful or not, that's an entirely different question, right? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, well. I'm dead. Nice invisibility game. Yeah, it's okay, you see Commodore 64 is like, oh yeah, the invisibility works. Oh man. God. I kinda wish the invisibility worked like in Metroid Dread. See, Metroid Dread actually has invisibility mechanic, right? Where you can turn yourself invisible to hide from the eddies, right? Which are basically these robots that insta-kill you if they get you. And there, the invisibility works fucking amazing. You cannot even say, you know, that was made by Nintendo because Nintendo actually did not make that game. That was made by essentially an indie studio, right? Considering the budget that they were given. Because people very commonly are like, oh yeah, that's a Nintendo game. Well, yes, but it's not made by Nintendo. I hate this. Maybe this? There we go. Man. Why put a motherfucking red lizard in a starting area when you're playing a character that cannot fight? Yeah, see, that is so scripted. You cannot tell me that's not. That happens every single time. Need to go, 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 need to go. Like the randomness, you know, the reason we like rainworld, you know, the randomness of everything, you know, the never knowing what's going to happen is kinda just not here. You know, the freedom, the randomness, none of that is in the game. This is wrong. Like, I don't know if it's bad of me to say, but I feel like this is wrong. This is completely misunderstanding what the rainbow is supposed to be. And again, I would understand if this was a mod, right? You know, like, maybe the mod makers just didn't have a very good grasp of what makes rainworld tick. But this is not a mod. Cock. I'm so glad that guy was too busy eating. If that red lizard wasn't busy eating, I would have been dead because invisibility doesn't do anything in this game. Hunter? Oh yeah, because I've been eating bedflies. Cycle million of trying to just reach here. Please let me progress, game. I fucking beg you. I almost feel like puking right now. Like, I'm feeling so terrible right now. It has been a while since I felt this bad. Like, physically. Oh man. See what I'm talking about? The guy's like, not existing, and then he starts existing the millisecond I start moving. I'm dead. So he magically knew exactly where I am, so, you know, sadly... I got a little bit lucky there, by the way. You know, I just kinda... Give me a second. I just kinda wanna read the reviews for this. DLC... Watcher... Oh boy. Yeah, there's a lot of negative reviews. Okay, so yeah, generally this DLC is not liked by the community as far as I can tell. I'll be honest, I can kind of feel it. I can feel it. This DLC doesn't feel right. It feels like a mod. Which is funny because, you know, vast majority of it is modded. You know, it's modded regions that the developers essentially took from the workshop and slopped into the game haphazardly. And yet then they told us don't mod the game by breaking all the mods. Was it worth it? I don't think so. Man, I can actually see light? Crazy. I almost feel like I should wait for at least simplify movement to be done. You know, to be updated, if it's ever gonna get... See, that's probably the biggest fear. The fact that it might not get updated. You know, like, there's always a chance that the mods will not get updated. Yep, there's a red lizard. Man, I don't know what to do about that red lizard. God damn it. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm stuck. And the worst thing is like I can't even get food. I like actually straight up cannot even get food, guys. I wish I was playing rainworld. I don't know what I'm playing, but this ain't rainworld. I kinda wanna boot up a survivor campaign and be like, yo dude. Yo dude, remember having fun? See, normally I would not even fear this. I would look at this, I would be like, this is pretty easy to dodge, right? But I just have no confidence in Watcher's capability of moving and fighting. Like, Watcher has failed me so many times that I just don't know if I can deal with that, you know. This is coming from a person who has finished every campaign. I finished Saint, I finished... You know, I finished RT, I finished Gourmet, you know, like, I finished everyone. I finished Hunter, right? I finished every single campaign. Several times over. Except for Saint. I finished Saint once. And I have done insane amount of expeditions. Like hundreds of expeditions at this point. You know, like I played this game a lot, you know. I love this game. I've been recommending this game to people, you know. I've been teaching people how to play this game. You know, like I've been doing the whole thing, you know. I did my part. And I feel like my reward for it is undercooked, not amazing DLC. That is completely destroying everything Rainbow is supposed to be. Like I kinda feel like the developers hurt my baby. Yo, this is my baby, yo, this is my child that I love so much. I may put a funny outfit on my child every now and then, but I still love my child. The fuck was that noise? God, the food is so limited, boy. See, the worst thing is, like, I'm not even sure if drainage is an option. I love my character jumping up the fucking tunnel 3 times in a row. Even though I'm not pressing the jump button, my character is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna jump, Lamo. I did not press Z even once. Okay, need to dodge. Just need to wait here for a little bit. Also good, I love nobody watching this stream. I was promised new regions and such. Instead, I'm getting less than I had before. Video code literally showed up out of nowhere and just pulled a rug under me and stole my shit that I paid for with Dumpur. God damn it. I'm spending more time, you know, just like doing out of game stuff in order to keep myself fucking sane. Let's read another review. I've not seen any of the new stuff, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, basically bad. Basically bad. See, I had my own opinion of this, and I've not even seen, like, anything, you know, because this DLC kind of blocks your way. Wow. That is fucked. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I do not. Oh my god, just give me food, you fucking cunts. I hate hunting badflies because their hitboxes are terrible. They have always been terrible. Like, how are you even supposed to catch them without Omnithrow is beyond me. Man. Hello. How is your family even alive here? It's trying to enter. Yes, I'm saying it's because that is not a lizard anymore. That is a mother's hidden, barely hidden fetish. Man, how is it possible that Dumpur was so good? Dumpur was so amazing. I wish I could teleport with passages. I'm getting like million spears, by the way, from this. Fuck. There we go. I'm glad that trick still works. I'm glad they didn't remove it. Honestly, I'm pretty sure they were thinking about it. You know, they were thinking, oh yeah, maybe we should remove, you know, the fun switching through tunnels. Ah. No food for fingusa. They still didn't fix that one pole that ruins the jump every time. Oh my god. Again, as survivor, I don't really fear lizards and such, right? Because I know there's probably gonna be like one. There's lizards on every screen. Normally there's not actually lizards on every screen, by the way. Yeah, under normal circumstances, there's like some lizardless screens. Again, I can just boot up Survivor right now and show you this, right? And yes, I'm comparing this to Survivor because Hunter, you know, is stronger. You know, if we are using Survivor stats, surely if we are using Survivor campaign, right? This feels pretty miserable so far. Like, there's never been a lizard here before. I feel like the developers like went through every map, you know, every screen. I'm dead. I'm actually dead. I'm praying. I highly doubt the invisibility is going to help me. It was literally, I didn't need invisibility. It was just me, you know, dodging like a king. Man. Alright, let's try to make some progress today. I I feel like I feel like there's nothing I can do really. I feel completely without you know, the ability to make progress. Gonna bring this to my home though. That's food. Food is kind of high value in this campaign, considering there's like no food anywhere. Considering the corrupted food is like bad. Go. If possible, I need one more bat fly. I don't like these like rod lizards. Let's call them rod lizards. I don't like this idea. You know, not because it's you, but like because they're just lizards, but rod. Like, I cannot believe that I would actually rather see the, you know, the additions to the game from Dampur. You know, which also added a lot of lizards, but at least, you know, like, they, like, added lizards. You know, there were new lizards. Oh, man, I, like, actually forgot. How do you... How do you go to the bottom area here? You know, like, how do you go to below? This character feels so heavy. Compared to, you know, RT and such. See, RT is heavy as well, but she has her double jump, which counteracts that. Oh my god. Yes, I am holding up, by the way. Like, you may not believe it, but I'm holding up here. Oh my gosh. And the character just doesn't catch balls. I really don't like the fact that this campaign adds nothing meaningful so far. Like, nothing meaningful at all has been added. Like, yeah, it's weird and creepy, right? But so far it's essentially just weird noise, really annoying enemies. You know, like, nothing meaningful has been added into the campaign. I don't know what is with the echoes. This is me trying to catch one batfly, because batflies are the most annoying shit to hunt in the game. Actually. Because they just sense you, yo. It doesn't matter if you make noise or not, they just know where you are. To be fair, that's kind of the problem with vast majority of enemies. You know, like, a lot of people are coping, saying things like, oh yeah, enemies can, like, hear you and such. No, they have, like, proximity, right? And some enemies have, like, really high proximity, you know, like, forward facing and such. And basically, there's a lot of coping. Even on the wiki, you know, like, there's a lot of copage. You know, just because it's on the wiki doesn't mean it's correct, by the way. You know, you have to understand that the wiki was written by people who really snort a lot of copium with this game. You sleep. Oh, man. I can't even check time right now. I had to out-up the game to look at time. But I need 2 more cycles of eating nothing but meat. How am I supposed to do that when I can go to, like, maybe 5 screens? Because there's a red lizard where if the red lizard is anywhere on the screen with me, I'm dead. This campaign feels shit. This campaign feels shit, and I have only seen a small amount of it right now. The only chatter I get is a bot. That is one thing Twitch has. Bots. Twitch sure loves bots. Obviously they love them, you know, they are not doing anything to stop them, so they must love them. That's the only legitimate answer, right? You know, Twitch wants the bots, otherwise they would do something about them. No food. Yeah, I think Hunter is actually impossible to achieve in Watchers, because Watcher just doesn't have enough proximity. You know, Watcher just cannot go places. And he falls like a rock. And now I have to slowly move to the left and go to the right. And now I have to go all the way up if I want that food. I have to work for every fucking piece of a meal in this game. You know, there's no, like... Wait, where's the food? Huh? Wait a minute. I hit a bad fly there, right? Okay, I guess I didn't hit the bad fly. I guess the bad fly didn't exist. I love it when the game eats my things that I deserve. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Okay, I see an easily obtainable spear. I see an easily obtainable fruit. I gotta believe it, I'm actually making a food stockpile. And not because I want to, but out of sheer necessity. Like, I have a food stockpile on every map now. At least one. Alright, I'm one thing from Hunter. Again, I don't know why I care for the Hunter, it's not like I'm gonna get a passage. Because, you know, this thing hates you. Eh! Yes, food! Oh my god, they exist. Again, no idea how you're supposed to do this without Omnithrow. There's a lot of things that I legitimately do not comprehend in rainworld, you know, like without mods. I need to make like a special stockpile for rocks, special stockpile. You know, it's like playing Dwarf Fortress, you know, except, you know, you're not stockpiling cool shit like beer or whatever. You're stockpiling rocks and spears. I mean, I guess technically you can stockpile spears in Dwarf Fortress. Oh, that is completely something you can do, it's just there's no point. Because it's pretty easy to make swords. Then again, you don't want to be stockpiling swords either. Because, you very quickly learn in Dwarf Fortress that the entire game is actually about crossbows. You know, like, if you don't want to, like, die. Alright, Hunter. There we go, we achieved Hunter. Don't know why, we just did. He doesn't really do anything for us. Now, well, I guess now I can just eat whatever I find. You know what would be kind of cool? If like the longer you play, the more fucked up regions get. And the entire campaign would actually be about like surviving the road. And like, you know, having to run. The problem is, I'm pretty sure the developers would find a way how to fuck it up. Like, I may find that to be an easy win. But then, you know, like, this seemed like this pretty easy win. Literally just don't fuck with anything. And just create this, like, weird corrupted thing, right? Boom. Done. And then the developers were like, yeah, but how about we do all of this extra stuff that's gonna make things worse? And that's where things broke. They wanted more. They didn't just want to make a good campaign. They wanted more. They wanted to make like the best campaign ever. And in their search for the best campaign ever, they have created shit. You know what? I'm just going to spear. There we go. Million times easier. Okay. That was loud. You know, I really love it when I play a game and it's trying to actually ear rape me. It's my favorite part of any game. We go. Let's just try to get to drainage. No. Oh my god, there's a red lizard. Of course there's a red lizard, why wouldn't there be? Why is there a red lizard? Why is there so many red lizards in the outskirts? Again, the truly annoying thing about this, right, is I've dealt with this, you know, with several characters, right? It's just it's so much bigger problem as watcher. And now the guy is literally just blocking the way. Nice. Of course the red lizard just had to activate this. Why did you miss? Never before have I wanted you to not miss, but here we fucking are. Okay, let's go. Guys, the way to drainage is enclosed as well. We need to go to shaded. We cannot go to drainage. Shaded is the only way. So, this is a problem. So, this basically means that I cannot continue playing until the Arachnophobia mod is updated. I couldn't believe that worked. I cannot believe that worked. That was the first time the invisibility did anything in this game. And now everyone online is gonna be like, I told you so. Yeah, so shaded is the only way to progress. Let's just get in front of shaded and wait until mods. Because I am not dealing with shaded with my arachnophobia. And I highly doubt, you know, spiders were removed. I've not even seen the rain. It's because this campaign actually gives you quite a lot of time. Probably because you need to wait for the invisibility thing to recharge. That's my assumption. Yep, we just need to get to industrial now. And then from industrial all the way right. And then from all the way right, get to shaded, and that's probably where I'm gonna take a break for today. The game has systematically blocked me from any means of progression. That's very depressing, actually. Oh my god, stop doing that. Game, please, why you fucking retarded? Like, look. There we go. You need to be pixel perfect on the next pole for your character to fucking go. I hate. Okay, time to miss. Oh, okay, that was an okay miss. As long as I don't lose the spear, that's an okay miss. There we go. Get fucked. Also, yes, I did just lose Saint again. I'm pretty sure Saint is gonna be like actually straight impossible on this character. Because of the sheer amount of bullshit that we have to deal with. In before Red Lizard. Red Lizard in 3, 2, 1, dead. I kind of feel like playing Expeditions again. Expeditions are fun. This is not. Really? I'm gonna wait until he's like halfway there, and then I will go. Because again, it's not like I can fight this thing. This thing is on an entirely different level power-wise from me. Okay, I think he's following here, I'm just gonna sleep. There is a lot of items in this tiny shelter. Yep, there goes Saint. Wow. How many items are in that shelter now? Okay. So the game needs to tell me the thing I already know. Look at the amount of look at the amount of stuff in the shelter. I need to take out all of those rocks. Yeah, sadly cannot you eat cannot eat that because that's corrupted. I cannot believe I'm playing what is essentially a corridor shooter. I'm playing a corridor shooter inside a game that was all about choice. You know, like, do you have a red centipede blocking your way? You know, there's usually like 2 or 3 other ways to go around it. But now it feels like, you know, developers are kinda against that idea now. Maybe they always wanted to make a corridor shooter, I don't know. I mean, they're making like a racing game right now, so I don't know. Maybe they completely maybe they forgot they are not making a racing game right now. Because racing games usually do not. Actually, no, they have. They have shortcuts usually. So even your average racing game kind of gives you choice. I do feel like this campaign is pretty undercooked. I know I was talking about this earlier, but I do feel like this could have been much better. I feel like the developers have not listened to the community whatsoever. I'm pretty sure the developers have now proven that they're pretty out of touch with reality. I'm gonna be leaving a negative review on this DLC. Base game and Downpour, 10 out of 10. This, not so much. Like, I have not seen everything, and, you know, I'm kinda blocked. You know, I'm kinda in a very specific situation where, you know, I cannot progress because of my arachnophobia. So, you know, that's painting my opinion here, right? You know, like, I'm also trying not to have, you know, there's, for instance, an entire region that's, like, almost entirely red, and I'm red colorblind. And, you know, that would have painted my opinion as well, right? But the problem is, you are in that region for, like, at most 30 minutes, I think. You know, like, I'm trying to be legit here, you know? Like, I'm trying to be, you know, not a hater, basically. I'm trying to find some good things about this DLC, and, you know, the atmosphere is pretty cool. It's very different. Like, contrary to what you may believe. Nice. Just nice. By the way, what you heard there on my keyboard was me actually trying to parry. And this character is so shit that he cannot parry. See, you can actually see me play this game, right? When I'm playing, like, expeditions and such, right? And you actually see me, you know, parry with pretty good consistency, right? With vast majority of characters in the game, except for Gourmet, because, you know, Gourmet gets... He gets EP, you know, if he throws a spear. So where's music? So music's just gone. Music gave up on this DLC. Oh, let's see if we can make it to the thingy. I feel like the invisibility needs to like last longer. Right now the invisibility is just so fucking worthless. Oh, time to do the thing. Alright, let's try this again. I'm not gonna say anything, but right now this is going... You know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm not gonna say anything. You cannot make me jinx it. But yeah, like I said, we are gonna get to shaded, and I am going to stop because there's really not much else to do until you know, the mod updates. I'm basically stuck. That is the reality we live in. I went from being able to play the game to literally not be able to play the game because the developers couldn't be asked to make the game functional. Yay! Yay! Alright. Well, this was kinda bad. Man, I was really hoping this DLC to be good. I've been praying, straight up praying for this DLC to be good for ever since it was announced, right? I was part of the ARG. I was really excited for this. And I feel like this has just completely dropped the ball. It's not like anyone is watching this. So yeah, I'm just gonna say goodbye and see you when the necessary mods update. Even if it has to take months. So yeah, goodbye everyone.